Welcome to day 3 of 111 days of communion with Miguel, and we're just winging it. Just gonna talk with you for a moment. It's crazy, man. I swear I was not yawning until this very moment. Just a little bit after 3 a.m. Got my tea. Cats. There actually is a cat in here somewhere. I just heard it. Navi. 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 Come here, Navi. Come here. Navi. Come here. Come here, Navi. Navi. Come here. She's very shy. Navi. She just kind of pets herself. So, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put the microphone on. Navi, what are you doing? What are you doing? I think I can do it while it's recording. Let's see. Let's take a look. So this is the box with the stuff. The receiver. Hello. Pretty sure that's working. Yay. All right. Navi, you want to come sit with me? Come here. Come here. Okay. Navi's on my lap. We're ready to go. Man. Just gotta be honest with you guys. I think that's what the whole thing's all about. Authenticity. Openly sharing. I'm sure whatever I'm going through might resonate with you, and maybe it helps you to hear a little bit about it. There's a lot of blocks to sharing fully with you. And there's reasons behind a lot of those blocks. It's funny. I could share channeling with you. But when presented with the opportunity to share more real life kind of stuff with you, just what I'm dealing with, it seems a little more difficult. These yawns, man, they're relaxing me like no other. It's crazy. This doesn't happen outside of these videos, which is also really strange. Yeah, so I guess I'll be a little vague for now. I'll probably share more specifics as time goes on. Oh my goodness. These yawns are nuts, man. And for you, I would say, if you haven't already, try to sync up with me energetically, doing some deep extended box breathing. Try to enter a similarly relaxed and present state. Maybe that's what I'll talk a little bit about before I go into channeling, and that's entering a state of awareness. And again, it's not really entering anything, it's letting go of the distractions, letting go of everything that isn't the now moment, letting go of everything that isn't what's right here in front of you. The only thing that's actually real this now moment that you're experiencing from different perspectives. So I use a practice called blind contour drawing. It's something you learn early on in art school and drawing classes. Traditionally, it's used really just for the first few days or so. Maybe not even. Maybe just an hour. Who knows? It's not very long that people in the art education space spend with blind contour drawing. Maybe they do have more exploration with it in different schools. Regardless, it's not necessarily for the purposes of the drawing skill, and certainly not any aesthetic outcome that I tend to create blind contour drawings. It's more about being fully present with your now moment, and all of your focus is on just whatever the specific point along the edges of your subject matter as you draw whatever it is, and it's all one continuous line while your focus is fully on your subject matter. And so you never actually look at your paper during the drawing process, unless you're doing assisted blind where you actually do glance down. But all the drawing itself needs to be done while looking at your source of your subject matter. But more specifically, with your awareness specifically focused at one point along the contours, and that point coincides with the point that your drawing instrument is recording on your surface, whatever surface that is. And so, you know, during my drawing classes, I bring in books, and the main author, artist that I teach from his books is Frederick Frank, and he did these amazing workshops, not necessarily using line contour, but a practice he called seeing/drawing. And to him, it was all one action, one doing. And it's a type of Zen. He studied a lot of Zen teachings, and in using his method, he describes becoming the vessel for your subject matter to draw itself, to make itself known. So it's a little bit of a different process, and yeah, certainly a different outcome, because in his drawing practices, workshops, you would actually, come away with something that looks relatively like what you're intending. And one of the things that he often received as feedback is how, there was one individual who, he uses a lot of natural subjects, plants and fruits and things like that, flowers. And this woman said that she had worked with this type of flower for like 40 years, in her private personal business, growing them and selling them. And she said she never really actually saw it until she drew it today, during the workshop. And that's really what we're dealing with here, is that none of us actually see the things that we interact with and look at throughout the day. We look at them and we apply some sort of descriptor, with language or whatnot, that kind of reduces the thing to something you can conceive of intellectually. That's a cow, but it's not that cow. And so when you draw that cow honestly, accurately, not even accurately, but just authentically, truly drawing from looking at the cow, not just seeing a cow and then drawing a cow. Drawing that cow, you're communicating with it, and you're kind of, as he was saying, like allowing yourself to be used to draw that cow, All that's to say, I supposedly teach drawing classes, but I haven't been setting them up. So it's pretty hard for people to sign up for classes that don't exist. It's pretty hard for me to make money doing those classes if I never post the classes for people to sign up for. So perhaps using this 111 days of showing up online for these communion moments with my fam will lead to taking action and being more consistent in the other arenas of my life. So, didn't realize that was going to go on so long. We're 16 minutes in, but we got Navi on our lap, and we're going to head into some channeling, just for fun, just to have done it, you know. Let's see what comes out. No pressure. All right. Got a little excited. Ooh, but the yawn came right back when I needed it. I was about to be like, oh, I guess I do have to do box breathing right now, but no. That yawning is going to get me. Okay. So if you haven't already, follow my lead and just deepen yourself into your breath. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out slowly. Almost like you're whispering or blowing out a candle. Breathing in. Breathe out. Very relaxed. Okay, probably a good spot to begin. Thank you, God, for guiding me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for protecting me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for imbuing me with your love and light. And thank you, God, for cloaking me with your love and light. Wow, I'm really deep into this. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Good morning, Archangel Michael. Good morning. Good morning, Archangel Raphael. Good morning. Good morning, Archangel Gabriel. Good morning. Good morning, Archangel Uriel. Good morning. Perhaps you're just meant to see me struggling with this. It's difficult to not get too relaxed to where you fall asleep, which is essentially what just happened. But barring that, you want to be as relaxed as possible so as to receive the clearest message. Our goal here is to be a clear quartz crystal for Source to channel through you, to get the most authentic expression of Source through the fractal that you are, through your personal lexicon, how you describe it, how you experience it. Good morning, higher self, higher team, all angels, guides, and light workers, and ancestors, here for my highest good and the highest good of all. Help me now to speak clearly, to channel as best as I can at the current level of vibration that I have, that I am emitting, so that I may serve this viewership collective that is aligned with me. What message for this third day of communion needs to be relayed through me? on this day. Thank you. You are distracted. You are uncertain. And yet you have faith, trust. Why? It would be good for you, each of you, Miguel included, to truly explore your whys. Why do I do this? Why is this what I have? A lot of whys that are going to be very helpful for you. But yes, well, this has been an interesting experience. I'm not sure what to think of it. So, since we're here, there's probably very few of you here, especially at this point, just watching me sleep. I appreciate you. I'll share that we have certain visitors coming to my area. They're already here, in force, and they enforce rules, that discriminate against certain people and round them up and haul them off. And I'm not planning to stand by and let that have happened in my town without me having made some effort to stop it. So we're training in nonviolent direct action. doing some role play on how to best keep oneself centered, grounded, limit the amount of oxygen that you intake through box breathing and other mindfulness practices in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of civil disobedience. And I'm just so grateful for all of my time spent practicing communion and meditation and blind contour drawing and all these other practices and tools that I can lean on when my goal is to not be disturbed and reactive in an external way, but rather being sovereign and being fully present in every now moment so as not to make any rash choices, reactive actions. That's probably good for now. Thanks for joining me. And as a good friend of mine often says, have a wonderful now.